All right, so we begin this hour in the Free State. The Supreme Court of Appeal that's sitting in Bloemfontein is set to hear Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's appeal to overturn her arrest and extradition from Tanzania. Magudumana is seeking to nullify the Free State High Court's ruling, which dismissed her claim that her return to South Africa was unlawful. The High Court previously acknowledged that she was returned under what's described as a disguised extradition, but concluded that she had consented to come back. Her lawyer argues that she could not have legally consented to what they see as an unlawful process. Watching developments for us is Kamogelo Seekoei. You saw her earlier. She's live to us now from just about inside court. And Kamogelo, proceedings are set to begin at any moment now. As we already mentioned, this is a second attempt from Nandipha Magudumana to overturn her arrest. The question, I suppose, is whether or not she's bringing any new arguments this time around.
Well, Ayanda, that is essentially the bone of contention today, that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is saying that the High Court in the Free State found that her extradition was actually, her deportation rather, was actually a disguised extradition coming back to South Africa. The court established that, but instead of going all the way and actually releasing her from custody, said that she consented to the decision to bring her back to the country. But I do have here with me her legal representative, Machini Motloung, who I'd like to immediately bring into the conversation regarding this matter. Today you are saying to the Supreme Court of Appeal, the High Court failed in its duties to actually go all the way to release Dr. Magudumana from custody. Indeed,
that's our position, and in the main, it's common cause that the finding was to the effect that the extradition or deportation, whatever we call it, or bringing her back into the country, was in a form of a disguised extradition, and the court made an order that such conduct was unlawful. But the court took it further to then deal with issues around consent, that her consenting to be transported back to the country legitimized an unlawful act. That is why we are here. We are of the view that the court below erred in arriving at that conclusion.
Well, today we are obviously here because this error that you're talking about was made by the Department of Home Affairs. But we do understand that they didn't file their papers. Where does that put the whole case?
Yeah, look, the Department of Home Affairs, after actually, if you would recall, initially when we launched an application, there was a lot of noise around why they are not joined, and they then invited themselves into the matter, and they came on board, and it then transpired that the entire operation was actually executed by Department of Home Affairs. So the unlawful extradition, the disguised extradition, was actually implemented by Home Affairs. We filed the heads to them, and they have not replied. They have not filed any papers to that effect. So where we are now, it's the respondents who are opposing this appeal is the first to the third respondent in the main and National Prosecuting Authority, as well as SABC. It would then effectively mean that the order, should it come or be in favor of the appellant, will be binding even to all the respondents, including Home Affairs. So in essence, they will have to abide by the order.
Your confidence today?
We are confident. The fact that we, have taken this length, we know we have taken this route to appeal. The fact that our petition was granted, it shows that there are reasonable prospects of success, and we align with that reasoning that another court, a forum such as this, will most likely, rule in our favor. We are confident regarding that.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Machini Motloung there, just talking to us about, obviously, this matter today and what they are bringing to the Supreme Court of Appeal, talking there about their confidence as the legal representatives for Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. The prospects of success seems to be quite high, considering the fact that the Supreme Court of Appeal actually agreed to hear this matter. With that, it's back to you, Ayanda.